Okay. I didn't do a whiteboard segment earlier because now I've got a bigger whiteboard. This is what I'm going to do. What we're going to do is you can't see them all right here, but what we're going to do is we're going to rank Tennessee's remaining games, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, in terms of danger to Tennessee. Which are the most dangerous games? We've got them all up here. You can't see them because they're kind of behind the podium, but we'll put them up there at the top. We're just going to kind of do this like a fantasy draft. So we can do a little arguing if we disagree. Tyler, what's the most dangerous game for Tennessee going forward?
Road games, and you shook the Hornets' nest with the loss in Tuscaloosa last night. It's got to be that showdown in November when you go down to Athens.
Okay. At Georgia, toughest game. Does that mean, Ryan, that Alabama's the second toughest?
No question. Yeah. I think the debate would be whether Alabama's 1 or 2, but I think I agree Georgia's 1 and Bama's 2. Still going to be a very tough game, as Alabama showed last night.
All right, so that leaves us with at Arkansas, Florida, Kentucky, Mississippi State, at Vandy, UTEP.
Do it.
And that makes me. So
Do it.
I think your next most dangerous game is your next game.
I like it.
I think it's at Arkansas. Mainly, again, it's kind of like the Georgia thing. The difference here being they're on the road. This on the road, that's a concern. Plus, they do have a quarterback who can beat you with his legs and his arm, which you haven't seen so far this year. So there's your 3 toughest games remaining. Now it gets kind of fun here in October. I'm going to guess UTEP and Vandy are going to be, and Mississippi State are saved for last.
Right.
So who are we going next with, Tyler? Kentucky or Florida?
Bring back the barrel.
Oh, okay.
They're better than Florida right now.
I disagree on this one.
They're better than Florida, right?
I would have Florida. I agree. Kentucky's
Is the history thing coming in?
Yes. Kentucky's the better team, but Kentucky does not beat Tennessee at Neyland except for the COVID year. And Florida, the history there is undeniable.
You want to change these for Black? 'Cause that's going to be his last gig. That's going to be his last day on the job when they beat him.
If they beat UCF.
Yeah.
If Napier loses to UCF, I don't know that he makes it to Knoxville. See, now, Florida, I like your thing because here's the deal. I think Kentucky is a much more challenging team than Florida. However, history tells me they never beat Tennessee. Tennessee is their Florida. And we know Tennessee, we say that somebody's their Florida because Florida gives Tennessee hell every time you play them.
The other thing is this. I think to beat Tennessee, you've got to score points. I don't think Kentucky can score points. Florida's got a young, talented quarterback that maybe on the right day could give you some trouble.
Do you think they're not just going to show up to the picnic like they did in Oxford yesterday and go, you can't touch this ball, and we're running that clock?
I don't think Tennessee can be held to 17 points. I could be wrong.
Do you remember that Florida played keep away from Tennessee last year? Kentucky's going to implement that same style.
I think Heupel's better coach than Kiffin.
Anybody but Georgia probably isn't holding Tennessee to 17.
All right,
I'll concur on that.
Who are we going next? We got at Georgia, Alabama, at Arkansas, then Kentucky, then Florida, though that's all Tyler because I think Ryan and I might flip that one. Let's see. This is me, isn't it? So I'm going to go Mississippi State.
Oh, no.
I was going the other way.
It's Vandy.
Yeah.
I'll go Vandy. I'll go Vandy. Before the season, I said Mississippi State might be a sleeper because I expected anyone that picks up this system, it usually makes a big jump. You saw what it did here. It has not made any kind of impact at Mississippi State. That Jeff Lebby has had zero success down there.
And they have a terrible non-conference loss already.
Yeah. So, I mean, getting their tails kicked at home by Toledo.
Now, I don't think Missouri's great, but Vanderbilt taking Missouri to 2 overtimes shows you you can't sleepwalk through that one. You've got to at least show up and play.
I'm going to assume we're going Mississippi State.
The rest is chalk.
Yeah.
All right. At Mississippi State. And then the only team in Division I worse than Kent State, who you've already played, you get UTEP. So there you go. There it is, Tennessee's danger level. I'll step out of the way. There we go. At Georgia, Alabama at home, at Arkansas is your third most dangerous game. Then Kentucky, Florida, flip those. At Vanderbilt, Mississippi State,
God,
UTEP.
that's gorgeous.
All right, very good. All right, guys, when we come back, I'll throw a pin. Let's talk about the keys to victory. Tennessee heads to Arkansas. What do they got to do in Fayetteville to get the win? And thanks to you two for being here today. I appreciate it. Thank you. The other guys in the panel will be here next. Come on back.